I got all them business cards, every VC, 5 or 6 other startups. This is how you do it, guys. Hand-to-hand combat. Ain't waiting for nobody. Let's go. So tonight is the Startup Globally Shark Tank style in Los Angeles. Pitch your startup to a panel of investors. I have no intros to these VCs. I want to show people what you do when you've got nothing. There's hundreds of VCs, so how do you meet them? You go and you meet them in their sandbox. I'm gonna go tonight after work, after we work a full day, you know, grinding cold calls all day. Then I'm gonna leave here, I'm gonna go to this event. We're going in, we're just gonna freaking lay it out on the line, be like, yeah, we are an ad agency, we are for startups, we are going to be able to help every single one of these companies sitting up here, and we're gonna be able to scale this business out using a pod structure. And I think that after that meeting, whether or not anything happens, these VCs, these startups are gonna come up to us and they're gonna say, yo, we like your model, we wanna work with you. We're about 20 minutes out from heading over to Spaces, where we'll go and do sign in, intros, get ready to go, probably mix and mingle a little bit with the staff and people that are putting the event together. The key to these sorts of elevator pitches is to get the people watching the pitch into a story mindset. So whenever you're pitching or doing these sorts of controlled elevator pitches, the people that are watching these are very objective mindset thinkers. They are investors, they're VCs, they are CEOs. These are people that are looking for every little thing that could potentially be wrong about your pitch. And so people that come in there with bullet points or try and list out statistics and stats, get these people to think about all the ways that the business isn't gonna work. What I'm gonna work on doing is getting their mind into a story mode and tell them about, you know, some character. On this situation, I'm calling them Eric, right? So this is Eric. Eric is the CEO of this company that just graduated from one of LA's top accelerator programs. So instead of telling them all of the things that Coefficient Labs is doing, I'm immediately gonna get them into this story mindset. And so they start to think about this person, the CEO. And then essentially what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna introduce drama. I'm gonna create this big uphill battle for this person, Eric, to overcome. And Coefficient Labs is going to be the vehicle that brings him through this drama. And so it's a slightly different way of thinking about it. But again, I'm, you know, it kind of like in poker where you play the player, not your cards. That's kind of how these pitch events go. I know that if we try and list out all of the things that are great about Coefficient Labs, it's gonna go in one ear, out the other. They're gonna think of us as exactly the same as every other marketing agency. So today, I'm just gonna tell a great story. The problem with traditional marketing agencies is they were never built to work with startups. No longer are the times when you work with an agency for 6 months or 12 months or 2 years. Coefficient Labs works in 90-day sprints. We are Coefficient Labs, and we are looking to work with VCs and startups that need help starting to understand more how to acquire users at scale. Thank you. What I think is really interesting is that the other companies that are up there pitching, some of them are gonna hear this pitch and they're gonna come up to me afterwards and say like, hey, I think that was a really good idea. We're not ready for like growth hackers yet, but like when we are, I wanna stay in contact. You mark my words, watch what happens. It's gonna work on both sides. We're gonna get VCs and we're gonna get startups. I was really excited. I think that the moral of all of these things are
even if I didn't do well, I didn't win, right? Like I didn't win, so could have done better. We'll continue to do better, but I got out of the building, and this is continuing to be the theme here, whether we're at USC or going to schools or going to events or going to pitch competitions or whatever it is, like going in person is the best way for you to meet new people and network. And when you have no business, you have no startup, like all those companies in there, you get your ass to a little conference or a contest, and you go and you get 7 business cards and 12 business cards, and then next week 20 business cards and 50, and you keep going and going and going and going. That's startup life.